don't forget that communication is key in projects. And how are you going to do that without really knowing the people on your team? I know the hardest part when I was managing projects was quickly figuring out what those personalities were on each of my team members. Don't forget that project management is also people management, just without any authority. So take a moment to figure out what people on your team need from you. I recommend taking Gretchen Rubin's 4 Tendencies quiz. It's a good book, a good quiz. It kind of gives you insight into how they handle, how they need accountability on your team, right? And so when you assign work, whether as a boss or a project manager, how are those people going to receive that? What do they need back? I know micromanagement is a completely dirty word now, but some people actually really need some of that if it's done properly. So there'll be people on your team that are upholders, and like me, they will just take the work, internalize it, and run with it and get it back to you on or before the due date. But then there's other people that need check-ins, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I recommend taking a moment at the beginning of your project or right when you add a new team member to discuss these needs and sit down and ask how they want to be held accountable. Do they want daily check-ins? Do they want weekly check-ins? Maybe a check-in about halfway before the due date to see where they are. And then some people, they don't want check-ins. They'll let you know when they happen to see you to give an update, but they don't want you hovering in any sense of the word. But everybody's different, and it's amazing when you start holding people accountable to what they said at the beginning, how many of them might come back and say, you know, I said I didn't want any check-ins, but I'd really love it if we just had like a weekly roundup together to see where we are, and maybe you could answer some of my questions. So really take a moment to get to know the people on your team and how they work with deadlines, how they want to be held accountable, because everybody's different, and it's important to communication of people on your team and your team cohesiveness to really understand that.